Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So USC's offense will go on the attack first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Running inside, it's Jordan. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Just steamrolling. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. They'll give it to people. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Punts it out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Pulls it on the option. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Almost lost the football on that one, but the clock is stopped while the medical staff comes out to tend to an injured player. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Offside.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. A stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They feed him again. Knocked down for the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be third and long. Defense in press coverage. Throws to the tight end. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Looking for a crease, it's Jordan. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. He's got an open man. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points.
There's some room. Spin, still running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Trying to run, it's Jordan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy.
Caught, and he's got room. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I'll tell you, that's a gut punch, too, if you're on defense there, because you thought you had the sack. You thought you had the perfect play call. You blitz, you got a guy running clean at the quarterback, and just as you get there, he gets rid of it, finds a completion, and picks up a fresh set of downs.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Makes a catch. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The returner will field it and bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking for space, it's Jordan. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Motion from the wide receiver. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes with the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Hansen. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires downfield. That's caught. It's Bowman. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Just enough time for one final play of the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. There's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. First up, a look at James Madison taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The play-action fake. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse.
Gets away from one. He's got space. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Line gets set, first down. He'll keep it himself. Ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell him. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
In the red area, it's Hansen. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Penn State! That one will give them the lead. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Running inside, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to pass, it's Mayava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bowman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, USC! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass, it's Beck. That's caught, it's Peoples. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's got the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, checking in from the USC sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll be brought down.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making the situation a lot more manageable.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Trojans will call on their punt team.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's going to run it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Anderson. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And they're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for anything else.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. To the air, it's Mayava. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires on the move. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We gotta get some points. Palmer
throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Here's a heat. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Got to find a completion on this one. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it